Welcome to Connoisseurs and Conversations. I am Red Alert.
A real insight.
And today we are going to continue a discussion that we had earlier
Yeah.
in one of our episodes about emotions. You got me feeling emotions, the Mariah Carey song.
Yeah, yeah.
But this time, instead of talking about anger, and I think last time we talked about sadness,
Sadness. Yeah.
we're just talking about joy.
Yeah.
Songs that make you happy, songs
Happy.
that uplift you, songs that keep you up. But before we do that, let's talk about this sip of the day. I think we got a special one today.
Yeah, we do, man. We're sipping on a whiskey today. A whiskey that's distilled right here in Nashville. It's called Nelson Brothers Whiskey with the sherry case finish. This is very nice, man. It's our first time tasting this,
Mm.
and this particularly is enhanced by that sherry cask
Yep.
finishing process. Anything you see that has sherry cask on there, try it out because it's usually pretty good. This is nicer than I thought it was going to be.
All right. Well, shout
Nice
out to the
choice.
Nelson brothers.
That's
All right.
right. Right. Salute.
Yes, indeed.
Smooth, man.
You got me feeling emotions.
I would not put a
Oh
ice
yeah, yeah,
rock in
yeah.
here at all.
Do not. This is
Mm-mm.
definitely one that you sip straight. This
Yeah.
is it's good enough and it's a nice enough finish that you can sip this one
Yeah, it's
straight.
smooth enough. You have to be
Yeah,
careful though, because you can consume
yeah,
more than what you
yeah.
think. This is really nice, guys and
Very
gals.
nice.
With that.
You got me feeling emotions. Part two. Last time we got a little emotional when we
Yeah.
thought about the songs that make you angry, got you riled up, and the songs that evoke some sad feelings. So this one should be a little bit lighter and a little bit easier. But you know, we're talking about happy songs.
That's right.
First question that I'll ask is what makes a happy song for you? What makes it what what makes you,
Right. It
think when
lift
you
my
think about a
spirits.
song and it lifts your
Yeah.
spirits, what is it that does it for you?
Right. So me specifically, and I think maybe for most people, I'm a lyrics person. I'm a lyrics guy. I'm a lyrics dude. So that's really important as far as lifting my spirits or putting me in a different kind of mood. But
Mhm.
specifically here, we're talking about making you happy or putting you in a better mood. Lyrics is one. Two is a nice beat. When people think of happy songs, a lot of times they think of a more of an upbeat song, an up-tempo song. And I agree that has a significant dynamic element of it, but there are slower songs because of the lyrics of those songs
Mhm.
that can put you in a good mood or make you happy as well. And so there's different kind of happy too. There's a happy that I feel good, and there's a happy of appreciation. There's also a spiritual happiness of
Yep.
thank
Yep.
you, Lord, thank you, Jesus, for what you've done for me as well.
Yep, man. I would agree. But I guess when it comes to the way that songs are played,
Right.
and this may not be technical, but
Hmm.
for whatever reason, it seems like the notes always end going up. For me, in the songs that I think of that are happy songs, um, the I listen to the lyrics, yes, whether it's up tempo or not. I don't think that was a big factor for me in choosing the songs that I've chosen, the songs that I listen to.
Well, I got a couple that put a twist on there. I won't say the name of it yet, but because of the beat and the lyrics has nothing to do with necessarily making you happy. They're just general, generic, um, vanilla lyrics,
Mhm.
but the beat to it and the singing to it uplifts me specifically. So we'll see if I can change your mind about that.
So let me ask you this question:
Okay.
Do you seek out a song? Well, uh, can a song make you happy, or do you seek out a song because you're in a space and it kind of helps you to stay in that place?
Yeah.
Can a song make you happy? Is kind of the question.
No, no, a song can't make you happy, but what it can do, it can lift your spirits in the moment. Unfortunately, some people look to that narcotic, that drug, what have you, to lift their spirit. It doesn't make you happy, but it does something for them in the moment. On the more healthier side, a lot more healthier side, when you with music, it can it can bridge a gap to put you in a better space mentally, and it also can put you on a road to lead down to a better direction than you
So,
were in.
and I think the key thing that you said, and it's a good way of putting it for me, it can bridge a gap.
Bridge a
I
gap.
think you're already seeking
Yeah.
something that's gonna change your
Yeah.
mood,
Yeah.
and that song
Yeah.
helps you to bridge the gap to get to that place.
That's right.
Now, the last question I'm gonna ask you before we get into some of our favorite songs, though,
Yeah.
is what keeps a song from becoming sappy?
Hmm.
Can you think of so?
Give me an
I'm
example of
going to give you an
Sappy.
example of
Yeah.
a sappy song.
All right.
Bobby McFerrin, "Don't Worry, Be Happy." That was that's a good song, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I'll give you my opinion. I think what made it become sappy is that it was played over and over and over again till it was no longer just a song you wrote and you might want to sing it note for note. It's just there. It's always there, and it
Yeah.
loses its effect because you hear it so much.
Maybe, but I think if we talk about that song specifically, the instruments was his voice
Hmm.
through the entire song, and it almost had a folk type song feel to it to
Hmm.
me. It did. I did like the song, but you're right. I think because the way that song was brought together and unique, it was a great song, obviously.
Hmm.
But it just had that different feel. I guess I'm a roll with your sappiness to it. But to me, it wasn't because they played it so often. It was the way that it was choreographed, the way it was put together with his voice doing everything and just kind of it was different. It was like folk almost to me. I thought it was, but I really enjoy that song. It's in my rotation today.
Still listening? Okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. That's. I mean,
It's in when a
I
certain
can.
mode. I got my stuff in different
Yeah,
modes
yeah,
now.
yeah. And now I can appreciate it more. But when
Yeah,
it was out and it was being played
yeah.
over and over and over again, it was just kind of like,
Mhm.
oh, like Public Enemy said, "Don't worry, be happy" was my number one thing. If I could slap you right.
Right, right. So, for instance, I won't mention any songs, but I'm gonna mention an artist here. So, not necessarily make me happy, but I listen to at certain times. Like I like Michael Frank. So
Mm,
early on Saturday mornings, I get up early, so I like to go out back, whatever I'm doing in my me time.
hmm.
That Saturday morning is nothing like having Michael Franks on. So I can see, and it just puts me in a lighter mood. I wouldn't say make me happy, in a lighter mood where I can get to my day. It bridge that gap. And I could see the same thing with that Bobby McFerrin song in the morning time for me to listen to that. Then timing has a lot to do with it with me with certain songs
And
also.
so I'll put it like this: there's certain songs where the lyrics remind you of happier times and
Times.
happier moments.
Yeah.
So that song doesn't necessarily have to be a happy song.
No.
And then there are certain other songs that are really talking about being happy, being joyful, being in the moment, and all that kind of stuff. So whenever you listen to it, it takes you to a place. But again, there are songs though that take you to a moment in your life that
Right.
reminds you of situations, circumstances where things were happy too.
Right.
So there's a combination of both.
And so our makeup as individuals are different. Each of us have a different
Hmm.
fingerprint. Our DNA is different. Our emotional package is different. And so to your point, it may not have much to do with the lyrics or anything, but it'll touch your spirit different than it'll touch me because of what you've been through or what you've seen and what in the
Exactly.
past, where it brings you back to, where it may put me in a moment of uplifting spirits, but it may make you sad
Yep.
because it may make you think about your great aunt or your cousin or whomever
Hmm.
during that particular time.
And whether it makes you sad or makes you melancholy, where you're
Yeah,
feeling happy and sad at the same time because
yeah,
of the
yeah,
the relationship you have with a person that reminds you of that song.
yeah.
Yeah, it can be both of those
Right.
things.
And then also, I see my mom cry in church. I say, "Are you sad?" No, she's happy. Right
Yeah,
there, what tears
yeah.
of what?
Joy.
Joy,
Yep.
right? So that emotion has so many different outward appearances.
Yep.
You never know what's in a person's heart and how it's touching them.
Yep. So how you want to do this? You want to do Mount Rushmore style? You want to give just your favorites? I
Let's
can
let
go both
If
ways,
you can go
whichever way.
both ways, let's just kind of roll back and forth. You name a couple, I name a couple, and then maybe at the end we can narrow it down or just
Okay.
keep
Okay.
rolling with it. Yeah.
So let me I'll kick it off. I'm gonna
Okay.
start with some that are more inspirational for me.
Okay. All right.
And these were these were songs that
Mm-hmm.
definitely songs that helped me get through a tough period of time. So it goes
Mm-hmm.
back to an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on up. Curtis Mayfield,
Mm,
and I'm gonna name another one that's Curtis Mayfield. Keep
mm-hmm.
on pushing
Mm,
the impressions, man. That
yeah,
song, boy. I
yeah.
was in grad school.
Right.
I'm broken. I'm in grad school.
Yeah,
That song got me through 2 years of being up there.
yeah.
um, the Line by D'Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those are just three that I'm kind
Off the
of putting.
top. Yeah.
And again, these were songs. They didn't necessarily make me happy, but
Mm-hmm.
these songs in that moment helped me. They were the bridge songs for me.
Yeah.
They were definitely bridge songs for me.
Okay. So these songs do nothing for me emotionally that I'm about to mention,
Okay.
but I believe they are songs that can uplift the spirit. If I were having a party and people over, I said, well, I'm gonna put this song on because that's gonna get people at least smiling and jumping up and down and may
Hmm.
just change the mood a little bit. And so I'm gonna go with We Are Family by Sister Sled.
Hmm.
That seems to always, you think of New Year's Eve or
Hmm.
something, when the ball drops, a lot of times that song is played. It's just such a uplifting song. I would say another one would be Let's Groove Tonight by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Interesting.
Let's
Okay.
groove
Yep.
tonight. Life's all right. To me, that just it makes you want to dance, but it's vanilla to me, and I don't mean it as a negative way. It's just, you know what? Is nothing sensual about it. It's nothing, let's just groove tonight. Let's just have a
That's a
good
good.
time,
I like
you
that.
know?
That's a good one.
And
That's definitely a feel good song.
feel good
Yeah.
song. And I don't mean anyway. So in the next one, I would say to keep up with you with three for now, Love Train by the OJs. You know, to me,
Really?
that's on the same line of like that groove tonight. You know, on the board,
But
Love Train,
that's a base. Oh!
Love
I
Train,
had the wrong song.
Love
You
Train.
said that's the OJ's.
Yeah, the OJs.
Okay, I was thinking
Yeah.
of Confunction. My
Yeah,
bad.
that one. Now that has a different dynamic to it.
Exactly.
That was a trio thing there with it anyway. But yeah, so those are the three I'm gonna start with right now. So Let's Groove, Love Train, and We Are Family by
Love
Sister
Train's a
Sledge.
good one. That
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. I had another OJ song
Uh-huh.
that I had on my list.
Yeah.
Sing a Happy Song,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
not one of their more popular songs, and that
Mm-hmm.
can, depending on the setting, it can kind of venture off
Mm-hmm.
in that kind of syrupy, sappy
Yeah.
area because it's just too feel good.
I got
I
you.
actually like the song though. Sing a
Mm-hmm.
Happy Song. Another one that's I mean it's right there in the title.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, it feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
when you play that song, you just,
Feels
you
good.
just ready to get up and dance. Now I'll go back and add to your
Yeah.
Sister Sledge,
Yeah.
Good Times
Yeah.
by Chic. I know it's
Yeah.
another, Chic production,
Yeah.
Al Rogers and so forth,
Yeah.
but uh you can't be down when you hear that song.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's gonna put you in a better mood for the moment,
Hmm.
for sure. All right. Again, this has no emotional ties to me whatsoever.
Okay.
Another old song by Royce, Car Wash.
Car Wash, really?
Car wash, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the car washer.
Mm.
Again, nothing that's dynamic in the words that make you happy, but it's the beat, it's the tone, it's the uplifting of that. The way they sing the song
That's
puts me in a better mood.
and that's one of those songs. I mean, they talk about hard work,
Hmm.
but they do it in a way that now
Hmm.
they having fun. So
Yeah.
I get that one.
Um, One of my favorite songs, my favorite groups here, I'm gonna go with the Gap Band.
Here you
Um,
go with the Gap Band.
Gap Band, yeah. Um, You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb. And again, no emotional ties, but it's the song, boo, with the bomb and all that
Man,
stuff, man. It just puts me in a good mood to want to dance
what that song
and
is
want to
about.
boogie.
It's about getting. It's a breakup song, and it kind of alludes to the
You make my
toast getting
point.
burned down.
You make
So
my point. We asked the audience how many, you and I know that, but how many people in the audience know that it's about that? I guarantee there's a small percentage because of the song. They're not even listening to the lyrics of what he's actually singing. You dropped the bomb on me, you know? Teddy Pendergrass has a song called It Don't Hurt Now. And it's a
yeah,
beautiful song where people
man,
have have really loved each other. But he talking about how I'm with somebody else. I don't need you
Right.
no more. It
Now
don't
all
hurt
that
no
has
more
changed. I
because I'm
found
with
someone who's
you.
eased my pain.
Yeah, and that's my point. I mean, the lyrics says that, but the feeling, the way he does it, it feels like a love song. So this is a little different. You're right because of the
Yeah,
lyrics, but it's a feel good song to me. I
so
said no emotional ties to it whatsoever.
so I'm gonna give you two, and I want you to put this into your playlist and listen to these on a regular basis. Now,
Okay.
I want you to listen to "Don't Worry, Be Happy." I want you to listen to "Happy" by Pharrell
Yeah,
and "Morning" by Al Jarreau,
yeah,
because you dropped the
yeah,
bomb and it don't hurt now.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I need you to put these three on repeat for a little
Okay,
while
I do that.
and
I do
cleanse your
that.
system out.
I do that. I do that. Yeah, yeah. So is it on me or is
It's on you.
it's on me?
Those are three more I was to add to the list. Morning by Al Jarreau.
Okay,
Jarreau.
okay.
Morning, Mr. TV
Okay.
show.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Eddie. Need I tell you that everything is fine.
yeah,
Happy by Pharrell, which I think almost got to the because you heard it so much,
yeah,
it got to the place where it was becoming
yeah.
sappy, kind of syrupy, kind of cliche-ish. But that was
But
a
it was
great
just
song
so
when it came out.
big. Yeah.
But it was
I
so
wouldn't say
different when it
sappy for that,
but
but
it ca-
I get what you're saying.
when
Yeah,
it came out, it was so
yeah,
different from what we were
yeah.
used to listening to on the
Right,
radio, and
right.
especially coming from him.
And I will say that happy song by Pharrell, it makes me smile.
Hmm.
And that Al Jarreau song Morning makes me grin, makes
Hmm.
me, kind of just it's relax because his
It is.
voice
It
is so
is.
soothing.
Yep.
It's a different kind of mood, but it's a better mood at the same time,
Hmm.
but different. Um, I am going to say Soul to Soul, Back to Life, Back to Reality. Back
Oh,
to life, back to
interesting choice.
and then the bass coming in after that, man, that was a cut, and it just put me in a better mood with that song. However do you want me?
Absolutely. So,
However do you
do you
need
know the
me?
background of that song though?
Tell them.
So, Karen Wheeler,
Hmm.
when she wrote the song, she wrote these lyrics.
Hmm.
She had a near-death experience. And
Hmm.
she had these whole, she went through and saw the light and all this kind of stuff,
Hmm.
comes back to life, back
Hmm.
to reality,
Hmm.
back to the here and now. That song was about her near death
That,
experience.
yeah,
And however do you want me, however do you need me was her talking to the Lord. Okay,
yeah.
I'm back
I'm
now.
here.
I'm here.
Hmm.
So that's a deep
It
song.
is a deep song.
And I know
Yeah.
people
They
they
don't,
never thought
yeah,
about it like
no,
that.
no, I'm
They never
glad you
thought
brought
about it
that
like that.
up. That's a good one. Um, Stevie Wonder.
No,
Signed, sealed, delivered,
really? Okay.
I'm yours.
Okay.
And again, it's just the doom doom doom. Doom. It's the music to it, it's his voice, and it's just so upbeat
Hmm.
and his beautiful lyrics to the song. So he's such a lyricist.
I love that song, and I
Hmm.
wouldn't have put it on my list because it's more of a love
Hmm.
song.
But it's not no slow
No, it ain't
love
no.
song,
Yeah, it's but that's a I don't care. You play that and people are feeling
Yeah.
good.
They
They're
on they
feeling
on the
good.
dance floor, man.
Yep.
All right. I'll turn it
Um,
back over.
all right. I got Singing Happy Song by the OJs. It feels good.
Hmm.
I'm moving up a little bit higher on my list, and I'm getting closer to some that really made an impact on me.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you this is kind of a rare one, but
Hmm.
for whatever not for whatever reason, but back in go back to a place, summertime Chicago.
Hmm.
Um, this song was just major.
Hmm.
Happy People, R. Kelly.
Mm.
Um,
That is a good one.
that was a fun song,
It's a great
and
song.
this is kind of when R. Kelly cemented himself in the hearts and minds of a lot of people as
Yeah.
being one of the greatest out there. That
Hmm.
initially came out, I think, on the Loveland
It was
CD,
Loveland. Yeah.
but then he re-released it,
Hmm.
Happy People slash I forgot the name of it. But anyway, he
Hmm.
had that Step in the Name of Love. He had just a whole lot of
Yeah.
real feel good
Ignition.
songs.
Yeah.
Ignition, that wasn't a feel good
I'm
song, but
just
that was a
saying.
cut
That was
though.
on there. I'm
It
just
was
saying.
on it, but
Yeah.
that was a cut though.
Yeah.
But Happy People, um, Just Fine, Mary J. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of ladies love that song.
Hmm.
That's a feel good song to me too.
Hmm.
Uh, and then along the same lines, this is I guess I'm getting more into the songs that personally made an impact on me.
Hmm.
But the Jacksons, let me show you the way, show you the way
Hmm.
to go. Uh,
Yep.
I've heard that song a number of times on different, you play it when you listen to the album or whatever.
Hmm.
Let me show you the way to go.
Hmm.
But I heard a DJ play it in a club setting. Never expected him to play it. You just wouldn't expect that song to be played in a club setting. But then
Right.
when you hear it on a major sound system and Mike
Hmm.
gets to that bridge, let me show you, never let you down,
Hmm.
never and man, that whole thing, boy, whew, it was
Yeah.
almost like a spiritual moment
Yep.
for the folks that was up in that spot.
I agree. I agree. I'll give you three quick ones. Three quick ones. Go with stay with those elements. September. Do you remember? And my birthday is actually the 21st, September 21st. So that's kind of special to me
Okay.
because of the date just happened to be that song. But that's a song too. When you think of parties, you think
Hmm.
of New Year's Eve or something like that. That's a song that's usually played to get people going, and it's just a happy feeling type song.
Hmm.
Um, Two songs by one of my favorite groups of all time, The Whispers. I'm going to say. Uh, Rock Steady. Rock Steady,
Hmm.
steady rocking all night long. That one. And let me see. You know what? I'm gonna jump off the whispers and I'm gonna come to one that's by a guy more modern is Treasure by Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Treasure. That's another one that's purposely played in parties. So if I had 30, 40 people here tonight,
Hmm.
and if I wanted to get people up dancing and just having a good time and get ladies up to dance that normally wouldn't dance, you put Treasure on. Put Treasure on if you have a party. If it's not going where it needs to go, I promise you,
It's gonna change the energy
it's
in the
it's
room.
gonna change the mode, bro. They're gonna get into this thing. Yeah.
All right, so now I'm getting into my
Hmm.
these are my personal favorite
Okay.
uplifting
All
songs.
right.
Uh Stevie Wonder, if it's magic, then
Mm-hmm.
why can't it be everlasting?
Yeah.
Off Songs in the Key of Life.
Hmm.
Um Happy Feelings by
Maze.
Maze. And I'm gonna give you these are my five personal
So
favorites.
that makes you happy, or does it? What does that do to
It
you?
makes that
Because
song makes
that.
me feel good, period.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear that song,
Doom, 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 doom,
man, yeah, it's
doom,
from
doom,
from beginning. Then
doom,
when they hit that do 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 do, that it just puts me in that summertime, everything is good, nothing matters, happy feelings mode.
Okay.
So I'm not elated, I'm feeling good
Yeah, it
though.
smooths me out.
It does.
Yeah.
Right along the same veins and along the same lines. I don't
Hmm.
care when I hear it, how I hear it, but when Bill Withers' Lovely Day
Lovely
comes
day.
on,
Yeah.
man,
Hmm.
that song is another feel good song for me.
Hmm.
Um, and the more up-tempo one for me is Don't Stop Till You Get Enough by Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Keep on.
from the beginning to end, that song it's right there with Mary J. Blige, just fine in terms of just making me feel good. The last one I have, and this is my these are my top five favorite songs of mine. I Am Singing by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
The songs that make you smile, the songs that make you I forget the
Hmm.
lyrics of that, but when you got a song to sing, it makes it doesn't feel as bad or whatever he
Hmm.
said. I love that song.
Okay.
And again that's one of those songs I can put on when I'm feeling a certain way and I need that bridge.
Hmm.
I Am Singing will put that on. Will do that
Hmm.
for me.
Okay. No, that's some good ones there, man. Um, Let me see here. I'm gonna go with uh my spinners. They had a song called "I Be Around." I be around. Just a beautiful song,
Hmm.
beautiful, Tom Bell did that thing and just did it right. And so that puts me in a good mood. Almost like smoothing you out with that Maze song, but a little bit more up tempo than the Maze song that you mentioned.
The one
But
thing
that puts me in a better mood.
The one thing I want to add about that one though,
Hmm.
the use of strings.
Hmm.
That makes it that song in
Hmm.
particular though, it makes a difference.
Hmm.
Especially when you get to the
Hmm.
bridge. Dun, dun,
Hmm.
dun, 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 dun,
Hmm.
dun, dun, dun.
Hmm.
It just takes you up.
Yeah, it does.
And I think that song is, you know, he's a guy who's bowing out from a relationship that he
Hmm.
wasn't the first choice.
Hmm.
You know, whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you
Hmm.
need me, I'll be
Hmm.
around. Um, that ain't no sad
Yeah.
breakup song. It's
Hmm.
a breakup song, but it ain't a sad
Yeah.
song. But even as
Yeah.
an individual, whatever you're going through, when you
Yeah.
know somebody's got your back like that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
song, that's a good song.
Yeah. It's one of those baby face type, I buy your clothes, I do all this stuff for you. And when he said, whatever you do, I'll be around, baby.
Whenever
Whenever you
you
call
need
me.
it.
Yeah. I am also going to say the whisper song I was thinking about. It's a love thing. It's a love thing.
Hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. Just a great song that can put you in a good mood. Again, I'm like a broken record, but New Year's Eve and stuff like that, those are songs that you put on. Um, Let me see here. Uh, Emotions. Whoa, whoa.
You got the
You
best of my
got the
love.
best of
Yeah.
my love. That's another one too. They used to have this dance you do, like I forget the name of the dance. It was like this. I was 7 years old when that song came out, 1977. Um, the best of my love by the
Hmm.
Emotions. All right, throw it back to you, man.
That's all I got, man.
Uh,
Like I said,
All right, well let me switch this up a little bit. Let me
okay,
switch this up a little bit. I'm gonna go. Let me see here. I'm gonna go churchy a little bit. I'm gonna go
okay.
from a gospel standpoint. That Edwin Hawkins man,
Which one?
um, with the Hawkins singers, he had thank you, Lord, for
Oh
all
man,
you've
yes
done
sir,
for
yes sir.
me.
Yep.
It could have been thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, that song right there, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good choice. So
yeah.
let me
Go
counter
ahead.
that one with another gospel song.
Okay.
Donald Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers.
Yeah,
The best is yet to come.
yeah. Ooh,
Hold on, my brother.
yeah,
Don't give up. To
yeah.
my sister, just
That's a
look
thought.
up.
Yeah.
That one.
You
That's
break
another
that
one.
down at the end a little
Yep.
bit. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And I'm gonna stay with these Hawkins singers. That boy Edwin, rest his soul, could sing "Oh Happy Day." Oh
Mm.
happy day. Oh, happy day. It's different versions of that, but some of them start off slow and it ends up picking up the speed, but most of them end up picking up speed and there's a lot of clapping and
Mhm.
joy at the end of that song. So I wanted to mention those two. I have a few others, but
Another gospel one. Now,
no, I'm just gonna jump off
I'm
of
gonna
that.
give you a couple more gospel ones.
Okay, go ahead.
The kids love this one as well as I do. Ty
Hmm.
Tribbett,
Hmm.
same God,
Yeah, yeah,
same God right now,
yeah.
same God back then. If he did it before, he
You
can
can
do it
do it
again.
again, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's like, from the beginning of it when it comes
Yeah,
on, that song gets our car going.
yeah, and it's a bunch of good gospel
It's
songs
a
that
bunch of
make
good
it, but
ones.
it's a different kind of vibe, right? That
And,
different kind of happiness.
and these are specific
Yeah.
for me. Another one is
Hmm.
Jesus Will. I
Mm.
think Anita Buford is her name. Bufford is her name.
Hmm.
I can't remember exactly.
Hmm.
But who opens the doors that eyes
Hmm.
cannot see?
Hmm.
Jesus Will.
Hmm.
Um, you ever hear Helen Baylor?
Yeah.
Helen Baylor, who started off singing with a group called Side Effect.
Hmm.
Side Effect had one of my favorite cuts of all time, Always There, but she transitioned out of secular music into gospel music. She had a
Hmm.
live, I mean, she probably had a couple live CDs,
Hmm.
but Helen Baylor, man, one of her live CDs was just very inspirational. She could, number one, she could sing, but
Yeah.
number two, she has a great testimony behind
Yeah.
some of the songs.
Yeah.
Now, the last gospel one that I'll mention though is not necessarily a gospel song,
Mm.
but it's the Commodores. Jesus is Love.
Yeah.
That's that's just a well executed,
Yeah.
great song.
Yeah, I don't know if that put me necessarily in a happier mood. It definitely puts me in the mode of it in my relationship
It,
with
I,
Christ, but I don't know if it's one of those joy things.
I'll put it to you like this. It does not, that's not a happy song to me, but it
No.
takes me out of any negative mood that I was
Yeah.
in and puts me back into a place where I
Yeah.
can go find joy and I can go find
Okay.
happiness.
All right. All right. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and I mention a few. and it's going to go from different decades as well. No rhyme or reason why these make me happy. They just songs just kind of lift me up. Sly and the Family Stone, Everyday People,
Hmm.
and Preach. What was that group out of Atlanta? They redid that one.
Arrested
Um,
Development.
Arrested Development redid.
Hmm.
They did a nice job with that. That's one that gets me the original. I like the original better though.
Hmm.
Um, Marvin Gaye, How Sweet It Is, How Sweet It. Did I say that
Hmm.
one right? It be
Hmm.
loved by you. That's really nice. Um, Do I Do by Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, man.
Do I do?
Yep.
What
That
you do? Yeah,
that's definitely a good one.
yeah. And I mentioned this group before. They're five brothers, Tavares.
Hmm.
They had a song like "Heaven Must Be
They
Missing an
miss an
Angel."
angel.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good one as well, man.
Yep. And along the same lines as Stevie, this is just one of the greatest love
Uh-huh.
songs ever to me.
Hmm.
Ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that song, that's not a
Hmm.
that song doesn't make me.
Hmm.
That's another song that will take me out of a bad mood and put me into
Hmm.
it bridge me over into a good mood.
Hmm. Hmm.
Always.
Yeah.
That song always does it for me.
Yeah. So, couple more. I got Aretha Franklin, Say a Little Prayer. Say a little prayer for me.
Hmm.
That's been changed using commercials and a lot of things. That Barry White, Let the Music Play. Let the music play.
Hmm.
That's I would say more line of not a grin, dance happy, but just a happy mental perspective for me.
Hmm.
That's where it puts me. And then that old heat wave with Boogie Nights. That's definitely
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Ain't no time we up at the party.
So I'm
Boogie
gonna
Nights.
ask you a tough question.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are there any hip hop songs that uplift you or make you happy?
Uplift me or make me happy. Um, I would say yes, there are. But you ask me here right now.
So I'm gonna give you time to think.
Yeah,
I
go
got
ahead.
one.
Go ahead.
It was Common. I think he was Common Sense at the time,
Uh-huh.
but reminded me of self. He the, they sampled the song "Mellow Mellow" right on by Laurel. Sipping on a memory.
Uh-huh.
And it was that song.
Uh-huh.
He talks a little bit about Chicago and places that I'm kind of familiar with. So
Uh-huh.
that takes me back to a
Yeah.
place, right?
Yeah.
But that's one hip hop song that I can think of that kind
Yeah.
of puts me in
Yeah.
one of them peaceful zones.
Off a peaceful zone, I would say Will Smith, Summertime, him
Oh, that's a
and
good one.
Jazzy
That's
Jeff.
a good one. Yep.
That's a real nice, just
Uh-huh.
kind of put me in a nice little uplifting mood, so to speak,
Yep.
in a better
That's a
space.
good one.
Yeah, and I know there's some others, but that's the one that comes to mind right now.
Yeah. And then I can think of a few Tribe Called Quest and
Hmm.
some other ones that come to mind.
Hmm.
But again, I'm trying to separate those that
Hmm.
are love songs or party songs
Hmm.
to bring you to a space that makes you just kind of,
Hmm.
you know, feeling good about yourself, about the situation, and all that kind
I
of
would
stuff.
say Rapper's Delight was one that would be
That was
fun,
just that was a fun.
uplifting.
That was just a fun
Just a
song.
fun
That
song.
one and Apache.
Apache. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one though. That's a good one. And that's played a lot New Year's
Mhm.
Eve and after the ball drops as well.
Yeah, so we got fun songs, but we were talking mostly about happy
Yeah.
songs. Definitely would be interested to hear what other folks have in
One
mind. You
more, I
got
want
one
to
more? You
one
got one more?
more I gotta mention Sounds of Blackness,
Yeah,
Optimistic.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a good one.
yeah, that put me in a nice little space too.
As long as
Yeah.
you keep your head to the sky.
Be
That's one of
optimistic.
them songs that will take you from
Yeah.
it's a bridge song. It'll take you
Yeah.
out of a bad mood and put you in a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily make me happy, but
Right.
that's one of those songs
Yeah.
that changes the mood.
Music is medicine. Music is medicine when you listening to good music with good lyrics, with good production, good instruments, good sound, just a good collaboration.
Yep.
It could put you in a better mood. It could put you in a better space. And there's science behind listening to certain sounds, listening
Hmm.
to certain things that help you sleep better. It does put you in a better mood and those type
Hmm.
of things. And so I'm a witness myself that what we're doing today, talking about these different songs that put you in a better place, it's a real thing. Now it's I would say it's more uh, of a of what we said, a bridge.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not an end all tell all fixer, but it definitely can help you bridge the gap and put you in a better space and get you focused with a plan. You have to put your own plan in place, people, but it helps. It really does.
Yeah,
So,
and conversely, you can be listening to the wrong thing and it bridges you to a place that you don't necessarily need to be or necessarily want to go.
well,
We talked about those angry songs. We talked about some of the
yeah,
sad songs before.
yeah,
So hopefully,
yeah,
with some of these good songs, these positive songs, and these happy songs,
yeah.
we can make that transition and give people a different
That's right.
kind of view.
Yeah,
And again, we definitely look forward to hearing what songs are bridge songs for you that
that's
take you
right.
from a bad place to a better place?
Yeah,
What songs make you happy or keep you happy? What songs bring you joy?
yeah,
We have our own personal experiences and
yeah,
everybody else is going to have theirs. So, you
yeah,
know, love to hear what you have to say.
yeah,
Chime in, let us know what you think.
yeah,
But until the next episode, Connoisseurs of
yeah.
Conversations, we out of here.
We out.